Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Redskins are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Giants team that has to be careful passing the football.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Webb. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Webb now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But they're also...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, it's Webb. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
On second down, Webb. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. So the D-line's going to spread out. On third down, Webb. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll run again with Pirine. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On third down, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Webb. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb going underneath. It's Coleman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Cousins now on second down. And the connection made to Terrell Pryor. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Cousins on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Cousins a handoff. This is Pirine. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third and long for Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Second down, Cousins. Finding room to the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Cousins gives this to Pirine, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Again, here's Pirine. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete, and he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. On 3rd down, it's Thompson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yo, Trippy is here, baby. Yo, Trippy is here. Double tight, double tight. Easy.
Lucky 48.
Tighten up.
Hey, 382, Liz 50.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go. 319. 319. Over.
Webb now from the gun. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 43 yards.
Watch tight end. Hey,
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom,
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Ryan Kerrigan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
we call that a sack block.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up third and long?
Here we go now. Green 39. Green
And now we're going to get a
39.
timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
You can't block.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb on the screen. This is Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and the Redskins scoop it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Christian Jones the one who picked it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
Following the fumble recovery, Webb. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
All right, here we go. Boom,
Now a first down throw. Webb to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Watch right. Watch right. Watch right. Watch right.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football the second time. And the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. All right, here we go.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
What's the run? They're running it. Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriots.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Now let's go.
Webb. A quick hitter complete. It's Shepard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on 2nd down. Webb. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Webb. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Double tight. Double tight. Here we go now.
To throw, Webb. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Danny Shelton able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Hurry up. Here we go.
Off play action, it's Webb. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Over.
From the gun, Webb looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Hey, Ken. The hot. 180. First. Check 13.
Play action for P-Ryan. Now Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Kennard. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen to P-Ryan. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's 4th. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. To throw on second down. Webb. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This one caught by Crowder. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's P-Ryan. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
180!
4 down.
Cousins now from the 50. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Check 26, check 26.
Now let's go!
On second down, Webb. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
180! Where's the hunt?
A first down throw for Cousins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing again. Webb. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Room to run past midfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, Webb. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Webb. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
It's P-Ryan to begin the drive. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Cousins now on 2nd down. Now he's flushed out left. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo. Tight is on the Ringo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game.